What's up, guys? Here in the studio today with Dylan Ellis. Dylan Ellis is going to help us coach here soon, so he came down to the actual show to check things out. Got anything to say, man? What you got?
We're just excited to be here, talk to you guys, and excited to be a part of this program. So,
all right, well, let's get started right away. All right, with the quote of the day. All right, so the quote of the day is to be honest with yourself. Now, yesterday we talked about not lying, so this is basically the same exact thing, okay? You want to be honest with yourself. And I know with a lot of people, especially the young people, like you people, all right, maybe even me people, they don't know themselves enough to be honest with themselves. All right, there's this personality test that I like to take and to give out and stuff like that, but it doesn't give you accurate results if you don't really know who you are. So it'll be like, do you like to be in the corner at a party or in the middle of the party? Like that kind of questions. And people sometimes just don't even know. They're like, oh, I've never thought about it. Oh, I've never thought about that. And you have to learn who you are to understand like life in general. And if you ever seen the movie The Matrix, or if you've ever read the book The Odyssey, and or like the Apollo of Delphi or something like that, there's this future telling person, like like the oracle, and outside of the oracle's place it says know thyself, or nati sutin. All right, and some people say that was a warning, saying you shouldn't know your future, you should just know yourself. Or some people say it's to prepare, where even if you know your future, it means nothing if you don't know yourself. Does that make sense? So be honest with yourself once you know yourself, and like you want to basically strive for happiness and understand what's going to make yourself happy. If you say that you want to become if you want to become an NBA player, well then actually go for that. All right? Or just don't say it at all. All right? Does that make sense? What do you think about that, man? Guy, anything?
yeah, so I actually I teach on that all the time. I'm actually a middle school PE teacher, so I teach on values and morals and just being honest with yourself and who you are, like staying true to who you are. I think a lot of the time we kind of veer from who we are, and we tend to like gravitate towards like other people and what other people want. But you have to be honest with yourself and who you actually are as a person, and what you want and like what outcomes you want. So
it's big time, big time, big time. Next up, we got our elementary school workouts. I still don't know who that is. do you know who that is? Is it Halliburton? That's the only guy that I know from the Sacramento Kings. That's hilarious. But anyways, he's on our page. He's cool. First one that we have is one-on-one, no steals, no blocks. All right, this is if, you play this game, and basically it's to just like, it's better than regular shots. All right, but it's not as in-depth as actual one-on-one, because you know he's not going to block or steal the ball. But what I tell the defense is, dude, you don't get a block or steal every single play. You actually rarely get a block or steal. So why don't you learn how to D-up? So it's as much of a defensive drill as it is an offensive drill. All right, you have to stay in front of someone, cut them off, and then don't even need to block them to alter their shot. So one-on-one, no steals, no blocks. It's a great game just to get up shots and to work on your defense. All right, make 15 threes in 3 minutes. Line jumps to shots. Tap series, 21 by 3 jumps. That's trying to dunk the ball 21 times, 3 different ways. And then quick ball touches. What do we have here? That's Marvin Bagley. Thank you so much. That's not the trivia question for the day, though. All right, that one comes later on. But anyway, I wanted to show you guys some line jumps to shots. All right, line jumps to shots is this drill right here. Oh man, you know what? I forgot to redo this. Let me check this out real quick. So unprofessional of me. All right, but it like resets every single time. It's so weird. Let's go right there. There we go. All right, so line jumps to shots. Here's the drill. So we go front ways for the first one. Then you go 1 foot or the other foot, and we're gonna do one of these 8 jumps, okay? All right, and you can go side to side with it. 1 foot side to side, the other foot side to side. Scissors is the next one. Do the next one. There we go. And then cross scissors. Now, whichever one that I say, I have you guys do it for a certain amount of time. And then I say go, and I give you guys a particular set of shots to shoot. It'll be the first one to make 1 shot, second one 2, scissor jumpers, 3-pointers, whatever it may be. again, I had all these kids do it for a demo. Why is that?
Winner! Bring it back, fast.
The last one back to the line.
Ready, next jump. 1 foot forward and back. Ready, set, jump.
So that's that.
Trying to be the first one.
All right, so heads up for that. If you want to do that by yourself, you can practice the line jumps because that makes you quicker. The shots just add to the fun of it. Because we used to do this drill actually in college, but it would just be the line jumps. I had added the shots because kids like to be entertained. Does that make sense?
Competition.
No, competition's huge. All right, so let's move on to the homework. How's the homework going today? All right, so I posted some stuff, but we got Blake's posting. I don't think anyone posted today. All right, so make sure that you guys keep posting stuff. Let us know that you're working, okay? And again, working on your own, that's not good enough. You got to work so that everyone knows that you're working. All right, this is not a secret. All right, we're not trying to just secretly get to the NBA. Nah. You got to put yourself out there because when you put yourself out there, you hold yourself accountable. It's like saying that you want to stop smoking and then just don't tell anyone. Yeah, you could possibly do it, but you know how much easier it is if you just tell everyone? Because the first time that you smoke, like 3 months from now, and you've told everyone that you want to stop smoking, they're going to call you out. And you know that they're going to call you out. So now you're just not going to do it. All right? So you guys, not stop smoking, but just stop being lazy pieces of crap. No, I'm joking. All right, but no, I'm not joking. Anyways, we got the image of the day we have here. All right, so the image of the day is, oh yeah, did you happen to see this last night? All right, this is Anthony Simons. Anthony Simons made 9 consecutive three-pointers, and it was his first 9 shots of the game. All right, this dude is not even like on the radar in terms of like basketball players, especially for the Portland Trailblazers. And he was just livid. All right, I bring this up to say that you guys may have your day any day, and you're going to be preparing for your one day every single day until that day comes. And when you get your shot, you do it. And 9 is such a special number because that equals the NBA record for threes in a row during one game. All right, insane. All right, anyways, ad time, and I got some new ads. I hope that one cool one shows. But yeah, they should be like 30 seconds. Sorry for the ads, but I'm not really sorry because we got to get this thing hyped up. So it's inspiration, earning coins, and we got to bring in some affiliates because, like I said yesterday, the basketball part of this is pretty simple, but the inspiration part is the hard part. I don't even like this ad. That was a lame ad. Try again. That was a lot better. Again, we're going to go quickly with the ads. And I wanted to talk more about Dylan here. He's come all the way out. He's a PE teacher at Brighton. I was totally going to mention that. We could have some like stats here for him once we get fancier. He coaches in the local Jam League, which my parents run. They were going to be in the Gold Crown League as well. And he played football and baseball during high school. Is that correct?
Yep.
All right, and he definitely wants in on our program. But I wanted to use this time to do 2 things. 1, to warn him what he's getting into, and 2, to give props to where props are deserved. All right, and the props go to Kendrick Sanders. I mean, like, seriously. Like, I started out the program all by myself for the first 2 years. I thought it was pretty badass. All right, but it was hard, and I was like carrying all this stuff. I was doing all this stuff, and I was like, dude, I'm dying. And then Kendrick needed a job, and he came up to help me out. And once he came, everything exploded. I mean, like, I had the people, I had the money, but, like, the program wasn't quite there yet. And when he came, it exploded in terms of, like, quality. Because I'm a jerk, and he's not. He was a loving human being, right? So we had different personalities. He came, and him being able to work so much in terms of like doing the brute force stuff allowed me to use my mind to create even more. So our program just blew up in so many regards. So, I mean, I want to thank him from the bottom of my heart. And I want to tell you guys what he did and tell him what he's not going to have to do. You don't have to do this stuff. All right? So when I first started the program, I was like, if I ever get someone in here to help me coach, I care so much about this program, they got to be like me. They got to come at it hard. So any of our kids that showed up, I made them do this. It was crazy. I made them do a 21-day challenge. And it's every morning at 6 a.m., all right, for 21 straight days. And you do this if you want to be on the elite team. And then I was like, and if a coach comes in, they got to do the challenge too. So Kendrick came in, and I was like one of his heroes growing up. He told me, he's like, I remember you were a basketball player. So I was like, well, you got to do this. And he did anything I said. He's crazy. So he did the 21-day challenge fresh off of never playing for like 15 years or like 10 years. He was like 29 at the time. All right. And he was dying. Like we had to do sprints. I led him through every single drill that we had. It was crazy. He said, I hate waking up in the mornings. He did it all. He almost like threw up a couple of times, and he finished it. We had a few players join us, and I said, I'm doing this to every single coach. By the time it came around to hiring a new coach, I abandoned all that because no coach wants to do that. No coach is that interested. All right, so I'm not going to have you do that. All right,
I'd be in if you did.
You would be in.
Yeah, I used to get up at like 5 a.m. go to Orange Theory every morning.
But this would, oh, really?
Yeah, Orange Theory is
Alright,
crazy, dude. Yeah, that stuff is no joke.
So who knows if we might reinstitute it. I don't know. And then the other things he did, he worked for 7 days a week for little pay. He loved it more than life itself. Like he would do it for free if he could. And that's why you guys all loved him as well. And he's impossible to replace. And that's why he's a Hall of Fame member. He worked at Ace Hardware, and literally he would just like take the days off during the summertime when we had camps and just work at nighttime. He adjusted his whole schedule just for us. It was crazy the amount of stuff he did. I should send him this link so he can know that I'm thanking him. I don't think I've ever thanked him in person. I'm not sure. That's who I am. And one thing I didn't add were these books. I read all these books, and they like changed my entire like life in terms of like the program. And it taught me how to motivate people on a whole new level. One of them is *Sapiens*, which I just read, taught me about humanity and people in terms of like religion and like money and all that stuff. This one is *Drive*, taught me how to motivate kids in a different way. This one is *Outliers*, taught me about the 10,000 hour rule, but plus like every culture is different. And this is the *Talent Code*, which taught me which taught me how to like create a hotbed of talent within a small place, like I talked to you guys about yesterday, like Jamaica it is with sprinting, like Moraga is with swim. I taught me how to do all that, but I wanted my coaches to read it so badly. We had a coach, and I gave her all 4 books. I won't say her name, and I put $50 every 10 page or every like 30 pages in there, and I gave her like $400, and I handed it to her, and I waited for her to like thank me for the money. She didn't. A week later, she's like, oh my God, do they all have money in them? She never read that stuff. I was like, yeah. All right. And like, she wasn't the greatest girl, but she was very nice and stuff. But yeah, so it's hard, but I'm not going to have people do that. I just wanted to just give Kendrick a shout out. And I wanted to ask you, how serious do you think that you want to be with this?
I mean, I'm
not that serious. Like reading 4 books, right?
I'll be honest.
I read those in 3 days. By the way,
I'll be honest. I don't read a lot.
I don't. That's my thing. These are the only 4 books I've ever read in my entire life.
I'm trying to get myself to read because when I was growing up, I never read. I kind of just got by, school. I wish I read more. I'm trying to get back into reading and trying to like. Motivate myself to read because I think, especially when you're interested in like a certain topic like basketball or coaching or something that like means something to you, then it's like, okay, I want to read, because when you're in high school, they like make you read stupid books that you don't want to read, but when you're actually like interested in a certain book or a certain like topic and it relates to something that you are passionate about, that's when it's like, okay, I'll read.
I totally felt that way. Yeah.
And so I'm like,
it wasn't like one of those books that just talks about like the curtain for 5 pages. It's so boring. I read the one book in like 2 days on my
that's pretty impressive to read.
What is that called on your like when you get married, your honeymoon?
Yeah.
I read it during my honeymoon 2 days. Then I read the other one in like 2 days. Read this one like 3. Then I read *Sapiens* on an audiobook in 1 day coming out here. They just like kept going for like 11 straight hours. But yeah, so reading stuff. But when you read something that you're interested in that could change my entire like life, I definitely did it. But so yeah. Those are my ideas, and I would love for this guy to get involved. But again, just want to give Kendrick props. So thank you, Kendrick, from the bottom of my heart. All right, let's move on. middle school. We got shell drill, defensive free throw, box outs, loose, lots of cones, on count, quick dribbles, lane slides, post big, seal to score. I'm going to show you guys the post big, seal to score real quick. All right. So right here is when the ball's up top. These are where the defenders are. This is where everyone is, but it gets kind of tricky right here because if you're this low guy right here and you're playing close to this defender, you shouldn't be there. You should be playing up. You should be playing up and get nowhere near. I can't really lob the ball to him. That'll be like impossible unless he's like a dunker, and then maybe you could play like inside or something like that. But if he's right there, you want to make sure that you're not that close to him because if you are, he can grab your arm, get in front of you, and seal you. All right, but that's what we want to do, and you can do this on any kind of swing of the ball. So if the ball's over here, now this guy must be near you, and as this ball gets swung, if he doesn't jump off fast enough and hard enough, what you can do is seal him immediately, and then boom, you seal him so that he's right behind you on the inside. Then we can do a duck in pass, and you can go over either shoulder to score the basket. All right, so that's big seal to score, and that's what we want to do for offense. And that's what we don't want to be done to us while we're on defense. And you remember that girl, Coach? No, you don't. You're thinking of the black girl, Shayla. No, this is the white girl, Carly. All right, maybe she was a player at St. Mary's. Huge girl. So tall. She lost all the weight, though, but she's still awesome. Anyways, moving on. What do we have here? We got story time. Listen carefully. It's a quick one. When you're riding, only the race in which you're riding is important. So focus on the race at hand. So when you're riding, only the race in which you're riding is important. Focus on the race at hand. And if you notice, if you want to rewind that, a little horse was running along the bottom. Dude, I'm hella detailed. All right. But yeah, so like right now is the game. When you play the game, you want to think about that game. You don't want to be thinking about much else. All right. Today is the practice. You want to be thinking about that practice. You don't want to be thinking about much else. All right. And you definitely don't want to be thinking about the positives or the negatives that happen in your life. Like your girlfriend just dumped you or whatever like that, or like you just got an A on the test and you're feeling like you're a badass. You want to be focused on the here and now during practice. And it's weird because you're preparing for the later. So it's like this little paradox where you're always thinking ahead, but you do that best by thinking about now. All right, now. And Finn Kaufman asked me how he can lower his turnovers or do what he should focus on during the games, how he could do better. And it's about focusing on every single play. You want to just get no turnovers that play. Just be in perfect defense that play. Just get this one rebound. And at the end of games, I act like every play is the end of the game and that it matters that much. If I do that in the first quarter. And people always say I'm very, very rigid or whatever, but I take care of stuff. And at the end of the day, it all adds up. Got anything about that one?
Yeah, no, back when I was playing football in high school, I think I was kind of the same way. I would kind of get in my head I had a bad play, and I couldn't let it go.
Yeah.
And then as I got through high school and I was a senior in high school, I started to realize I need to focus on the next play. Yeah, I didn't get that rebound, but how can I get the next rebound? And so you got to focus on, the play that you're at, like he was just saying, the play that you're on.
I saw a great play with Dwayne Wade. It's one of my favorite plays of his. It was when I started liking him a lot. He was dribbling the ball up the court. No one was guarding him. He's at half court. And he dribbles the ball off his leg. And it goes out of bounds. And immediately he claps it up and tells everyone that was on offense. He goes, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Defense, defense. And no one said anything to him. And I was like, damn. And then the other one is from Matthew Dellavedova. He was on St. Mary's team, and I was working there at the time, so I was just watching him play. And he was a freshman. He's maybe second, third game ever. So Coach didn't really know, but he was a starter. And Coach Bennett will take you out like that, okay? And he gets in the game, turns the ball over, and Coach goes to the bench to he's like, come get him, come get him. And then as soon as Deli turned the ball over, he starts clapping his hands, tell everyone, let's go, boys, defense, let's go, D up. And then he starts D'ing his man up full court, okay? And Coach Bennett stops the guy in the chest who was going to go sub in for him. He goes, wait, sit back down. And in terms of like confidence, if you get taken out early in your career, early in the game, you may ripple off a whole bunch of bad games because of that. Because now you feel like you can't do anything. So that one stop, him clapping when he made a mistake, could have changed his entire career. Because if he got subbed out, he would have thought, maybe I suck. Maybe. All right? But nah. He was like, let's go. Let's do this. And it was his mistake. It was monumental in my mind, and I love both those plays a lot. All right,
that actually kind of tell a quick story.
Yeah.
So I actually had a kid. He actually airballed, I think like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and the other team was like making fun of him, like airball, and like I could just tell the kid was frustrated. And I was like, dude, keep shooting. Like you don't need to stop shooting because you airball once. Like that's how you get better. You keep taking shots. Like don't get in your head. Keep taking shots. Keep airballing. I don't
like
care.
Kobe, baby.
Yeah, as long as you're taking shots, dude, and like just keep going for it. Like there's no reason to get in your own head.
All right, let's check out the high school one right now. High school, we got favorite underdog one-on-one, one of my favorite games ever. Just let them get a lead while you sprint, and then however many shots that they make during your 10 sprints goes toward their score. Then you play it up to 11. All right, and you teach them that you're better, or if you're the worst player, then you can have a chance to beat that person because they are dead tired and you have a lead. Last second shots, we talked about that last time. Weave rebounds, athletic spin to reverse. Pick and roll, retreat, then beat, and ball drop layup. I was going to show you guys those. The first one is the ball drop layup, courtesy of Andre and his mom. Very, very random. Here we go. I just liked it because it was him and his mom. But yes, the ball drop layup. Make sure that you aren't stepping back before you do it. And then here's the retreat to beat. Dribble out, crossover. If they show heavy with the big, you retreat, cross, and beat. Paused. Come on, dude. Yo, I gotta ditch this now. It doesn't matter. Retreat, then beat. Once you get back to that chair, double cross, and then you blow by the guy. That's how you can practice it during games. That chair would be a big man. All right. Next up is, what do we have here next? I got some more stuff to talk about. Let me show you this movie. Okay, I was going to show you the trivia question, then a movie, and then we're basically done. But let's talk about the trivia question. You down for the trivia question? Now, since the trivia winner has already been Finn Kaufman, because he's up 11 to like 4 to like 1, okay? Finn Kaufman's already won. I put your coin in the mail, man. Congratulations. In the mail, man. No, in the mail, comma, man. All right? And so you should be getting that in a couple of days or however long mail takes. I don't know. And then, but for today, I'm going to allow him, Dylan Ellis here, to answer the question as well.
Ooh, okay.
All right, now he's a little older than you guys, so he should probably know more, but Finn is one of our best ever. And you have Wi-Fi issues. He's here live, so whoever answers it first wins. Now, you guys also have a plus because you guys know what the trivia question's about. Did you happen to read what the trivia question's about in the comment section? No. Okay, so he doesn't have any clue. All right, so here we go. Good luck with today's trivia question. It was about John Stockton and the mailman. Right, John Stockton to Karl Malone. They were one of the greatest duos in the history of the NBA in terms of the pick and roll action. Seriously, that play is unstoppable. Right, it is unstoppable if you do things like that. But remember the chat delay. That's what I'm saying. Hey, if you have to get him with the chat delay, dude, that's gonna be tough. All right, so. The pick and roll that they did, they used pick and slip, pick and pop usually, actually pick and roll a lot. They would screen, then rescreen. They were so smart about it and so intuitive that they just dominated people with just one play, basically. It was awesome. All right, now the whole video that you guys had to watch was just highlights of them, so there's not many questions that I could ask, but here's the question. The question is, John Stockton and Karl Malone, what were their jersey numbers?
Am I allowed to answer it?
Yeah.
Malone was 32, 34. It was 32 or 34. And then Stockton was...
You got to pick something, man.
32 for...
What y'all got?
Man, I don't
what
know.
y'all got on the trivia
I just
question?
know Malone.
What were their numbers? What were their numbers? You can Google it, guys, if you're at home. I don't know.
32 for sure for Malone.
Now, I would have answered this question pretty quickly when I was younger. Come on, guys.
Oh my goodness.
Anybody. Connor Rush, what you got, baby? Blake is at his brother's basketball game again, so he can't answer. 32 and 12. That is it. Finn Kaufman with another win, just adding to his total. But again, he's already won for this month. All right. So great job with that. Great job with that. And great job. All right. A little too late, Connor Rush. All right. Oh man, I forgot to put the whole trivia screen up. My bad. Anyway, this was the trivia thing. Yeah, whatever. You could see who answered first. It was definitely Finn Kaufman right there. All right. So, anyways, next up. All right, we have a movie. All right. This is one of my favorite movies to talk about. What is that? It takes too long to get up on the screen, but I said it first. He said it first out loud. Hey, that counts. All right. This movie called Diggstown. All right, it's our 11th grade movie of the day. All right, and one of my favorite movies of all time. It's a boxing movie, and I'm going to show you guys one part. It's kind of a key part. I apologize for ruining the movie if you're going to watch it. It's not that bloody, I don't think, but you guys are all like of rated R age, so we're okay. I don't know how old they are. It doesn't matter. All right, but I'm going to show you guys a part of the movie, and in this part of the movie, this guy had to beat 10 people in one night in boxing matches, which is impossible. But he's also an old guy. And he goes in there and just knocks out dudes, right? But they're trying to win so that, like, I don't know, so that this guy doesn't, like, own the entire town or something like that. But the guy starts, like, paying off some of the fighters. So they start paying off some of the fighters, too. And they were, like, trying to, like, figure out this whole circus of a deal. And he has to beat some fighters straight up, but they, like, cheated with some of them. Well, this one black dude, he cheats, and they give him some money to throw the fight so that he, like, just, like, loses on purpose. Well, during the thing, the bad guy finds out that he took some money and goes, what? So he, like, kidnaps his brother and, like, puts him up there, and they were gonna like basically, like, kill his brother if he lost the fight. So he goes out there and he's like, okay, he's gonna lose, right? And he goes, go ahead and fall. The guy's not gonna fall because his brother is, like, in trouble, right? So he's like, what? But he's still better than this guy. So he knocks him out, and the guy keeps getting up. And it's this kind of desperation. It's just a movie, by the way. But it's this kind of desperation that you guys should always want to play with. Always want to play with this kind of desperation. So I'm going to show it to you guys real quick. And hopefully you guys understand it. And just watch the desperation on his face. He's a great actor. You can see what he's like right here. And it's pretty sad, but who cares? All right.
We're here for the heavy blowers
it's a commercial
and
on this
the
now.
wedgie pickers
Wow.
with a pad made like no other. Up to zero leaks.
Is this the tampon
because
commercial?
it locks blood in.
That's awesome.
Up to zero bunching because it flexes. No worries, just always flex.
It's all right. It's almost over there. Here we go.
7, 8, 9.
That's the guy supposed to go down. That's the bad guy. And you just keep fighting, no matter what. Keep fighting. It's not good enough.
Neutral corner.
Go get some.
4, 5,
At some point in time, the legs won't listen to him.
7, 8, 9.
I think I should pause it right now, but you guys can see the end. I probably should have showed that. But yeah, so they actually, like, ended up killing his brother. But again, I'm not talking about the actual scene and about actuality of that kind of stuff happening, but I'm talking about, like, you should pretend like something is on the line like that. So when you're just, like, trying to win a game so bad, they're just, like, wondering, dude, is your brother strung up somewhere? Like, what the hell? Why are you playing so hard? All right. So people should wonder, like, why you're playing so hard. What is that inner, like, heart in you? Like, where's that coming from? All right. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right. And again, it's a game, but we pretend like it's not a game. All right. You got anything to finish us off? We got about 30 more seconds. What you got?
No, if we're just talking about what we were just talking about, yeah, no, it's just a mindset that a lot of people don't have. But once you have that mindset, I don't know. Like whenever I hit the field or whatever, like I just had that switch that I would flip. I just went into game mode, and like nothing else, mattered besides what during that game. So.
All right. The way that I like to think about it is, I am willing to die out there on the field, on the court, and maybe I'm really not, but like I pretend like I am, and I pretend like it means everything in the entire world. So if you guys play like that, I assure you, not that many people are going to beat you up, or not that many people are going to beat you in general. All right, so if you play that hard, people will give up. I promise you. Anyway, let's not forget the quote of the day, you guys. The quote of the day is, "Be honest with yourself." All right, so you go out there, and I want to thank Dylan Ellis for coming out here. All right, and thank you so much for joining us. All right, and you can sign us off today with whatever you got.
Oh man, I don't know.
You can just say bye.
Thanks for having me. I'm excited to be here and be a part of this program now. So thanks for having me. And
all right, see you guys later. Peace.
Peace.